Hello friends, today we are going to start with a new module, that is Excel simulations. But before going through the actual Excel simulations, I will take you all through the PPT which will help you understand what Excel simulations are. What is a simulation? It helps in investigating a real life phenomena, process or problem using a model. It helps in automation. It basically automates your entire Excel to your need. It is result oriented. It focuses on the result of the entire model. It precisely gives you answers to the solution you're seeking for. Interactive. It is an interactive method of using Excel. It helps in simulating different real life phenomena, which makes it more interactive and user friendly. It is very important to understand that Excel simulations must always be interactive and user friendly, because the person using this simulation must have a good knowledge of Excel and make it in a way that it will help others understand what the simulation is. Value from simulation modeling. In business and life, doers are not always possible. Simulations let you experiment with different decisions and see their outcomes. Humans have a poor ability to assess odds in some situations. You can use repeated simulation trials to assess odds of various outcomes. Companies typically use simulations to assess the likelihood of outcomes that may follow from different actions. In short, simulation modeling helps you go through various situations in a very simple and a short period of time without redoing stuff which will take your time and make your work slower. So simulation helps you make work faster and find solutions to your problems. Creating a simulation. Because you can simulate so many different kinds of situations, there is no one recipe to follow. So there are different simulations you can create or situations that can create simulations. So there's no one recipe to follow. You can do it by your own way. I will show you a number of ways to do simulation on Excel. Remember, making it challenging and creative and even fun. Always try to aim that your simulation is creative and challenging, and that simple simulations may not always work. You have to go into deeper and complex stuff to create good and long lasting simulations to solve the problems. Simulations typically require bringing together lots of Excel skills. You must be at least average on Excel, because simulations require different types of formulas that you must have a know-how about. It will also require some VBAs that will help you create more systematic and more user interactive simulation. Hence, having Excel skills helps creating simulations. If you can do Excel simulations, then you are good at Excel. As I told you, Excel simulations requires good Excel skills. So if you have completed the Excel simulations, you are obviously good at Excel. So this course will not only help you understand Excel simulations, but also help you understand a bit of Excel itself. Simulation modeling in Excel. So what are the steps? First, get your model of the problem right. So what is your problem about? Is it about finance, profit, cost, capacity, whatever, any other things? It may be HR related, it may be marketing related, it may be sales related. So before bringing out the entire model, just assess what is your model all about. Visually separate your models on the worksheet. So your models must be separate on the worksheets. It should not be together, so that it makes a cluster and you will confuse yourself and also the user. Then make the necessary inputs random. Refresh the worksheet many times to see the random values change and check whether your model's calculations seem to behave properly. So you must, while creating an Excel simulation, you must go through various factors to create the entire model. You must put values in the model so that you have to check how the model is working. The value may be the lowest order or the highest order. You must close all the gaps to understand and make your model work properly. Hence, putting random values helps. Then add a data table to automate many trials of your model, collecting the outputs you want. So once you have created the data tables, you start with collecting the outputs you want. You understand where your modeling is based on, what is your higher range, what is your lower range, what is your average range. So what is your model all about, and what is the capacity or the scope of the model. Then add some summarizing statistics, average based on the results you obtained in your table. So once you have created the entire system or the model, you must also in a way create a summarization of the statistics, because the user or the interactor may not understand the model itself. He may require some conclusion, some summaries on the basis of which decisions can be taken. In companies also, once you have created simulations or Excel models, you must then itself provide conclusions or summaries to your higher manager so that they understand what the simulation or the model is all about. General tips on modeling in Excel. Organize, keep your worksheet neat. This is very important. Data cleaning and data management is of the core importance while creating Excel simulation. Organization of data plays a vital role for creating Excel simulations. Be clear on how to do any given calculation on paper first. So before going into Excel, you might want to do some rough work on the paper to understand the mathematical or the statistic model used, so that once you're clear on your paper, you can apply that to Excel directly. Before entering the formulas on Excel, it will be much better if you solve the problem or the situation in a paper. Then identify the corresponding Excel function using Google search if you do not know the name of the Excel function. So once you have done everything on the rough work or the rough sheet, you would then need to analyze which Excel function can be used. For that matter, you may not remember the names of all Excel functions. You can use Google search for that. You can simply type whatever model you want. Google will bring up some Excel function which you may be able to use in your Excel simulation. So taking the help of Google is very important while creating Excel simulations. Don't embed data values within formulas. Put data values in visible cells and reference that data